And the problem is I've trained myself to sweep off the safety.
What do you mean sweep
When I draw,
off?
when sweep the safety off when I go to draw.
Yeah.
You know, like the safety, you sweep it off, you know, sweep.
I've never heard I sweep the safety. You mean like
what would you call the action?
When I turn on.
You're going to turn off the safety on the gun?
Yeah. When I turn my safety off.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Turn my safety off. It's
literally a sweep. You sweep down. Well, you have some like.
Well, why don't you just call it a swipe?
It's the same shit.
Sweep. You sweep.
You
I swipe.
You sweep.
Swipe.
I sweep the safety off. Or swipe the safety off. I'm not taking the actual safety off the gun. That's what a swipe is.
So when I turn the safety off?
No, when I sweep the safety off.
That's so weird. Okay, now I understand your lingo.
Oh, it's English. What are you talking about? It's English.
I've never heard this before. Not one time.
Really?
Yeah, when I sweep the safety off.
Yeah, when I sweep the safety off.
I've never heard that.
What do you turn the safety off?
Yes.
But it's not a light switch.
Anyway.
It's weird.
Anyway.
That's something you say like.
Back to you.
It's like. This episode of the Colion Noir podcast is brought to you by Vetter Holsters. All right, welcome to another episode of the Colion Noir podcast, SHOT Show edition, with my resident hater.
Whatever.
Now, what's going on, Michelle?
Oh, it's just the typical SHOT Show shenanigans.
If we're in the same place, we always got to have you on.
Yeah.
Even when we don't have shit to talk about.
Yeah, it's just like, well, who should we get? I don't know, just take her.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but since you said, I'm glad you're very self-aware in that.
Yeah. It's, I guess the people like us together, so we gotta give them what they want.
So I was just shocked. Hold on. So I'm gonna ask you the very obvious question that everybody asks everybody who's at SHOT Show. How's your SHOT Show going? Then you gotta act like you really don't want to be here, and then you're gonna ask me the same thing, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be here, but then I kind of want to be here. But actually, let's do this instead of doing that bullshit. I'll ask you this: do you remember your first SHOT Show?
My first SHOT Show, I actually was not with anybody. I came. Yes, I do.
Okay. So, how was that SHOT Show?
So that SHOT Show. Now that I'm gonna go into depth, I came to SHOT Show and I passed out cards to a bunch of people because I wasn't in this industry and I had just already filmed for Top Shot at the time. So I think this was 2011. And a long time ago. And
we getting old.
It's been a while. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. So yeah, that was my first one. I just kind of tried to get to know people, and most of the people that I knew were just competition shooters or people that I knew from the show.
Gotcha.
And when did we meet? We met at NRA one year.
Yeah. When was it?
You came up. You were a fanboy. He was a fanboy.
Shut your ass up. No, I wasn't.
He was a fanboy.
I was like, oh, that's that one girl that was walking around that one SHOT Show. She was passing out her cards and shit.
I was
trying to get people.
I remember clearly. It was at the time Tori and I, and you came and found us, and you were like, "Can I get a picture with you guys?
I did not fucking say that shit.
Meet you." I have the picture. I
didn't say I didn't take the picture. This is how it went. So I walk up to the booth, and then this one over here is like, oh God, here he comes. Here he comes.
This?
And then she shoves Tori. She's like, don't talk to him. He's crazy, girl. Don't say nothing to him. And so I walk up to the booth, and then I knew all that. And then
I was like, oh, so
I got up there, and then you
remembers
were like,
quite clearly.
Yeah, because I'm making it up. And so then, and then you're like, all right, let's take a picture. That was you.
You have no idea.
No, that I didn't make up. That was you.
Yeah.
That was you.
No.
That was definitely you. Mm-mm. So we took a picture.
And then you walked away, and I was like, who is that guy? Told you.
Got it. I hate you so much.
So, anyways, how's your SHOT Show?
My SHOT Show is, I don't get to see anything.
Yeah.
Like, I have this thing about SHOT Show that pisses me off because I know what I want to do, but I also know what I can do.
Sure.
Which is nothing.
Yeah.
Except booth appearances, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy because it's
because he has to say that.
What do you mean? No, I do. No. I'll be honest with you. I don't enjoy them beforehand, right, Peter?
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yes.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Every single time I'm like, oh God, I gotta do booth appearance. Pop. And then after I do it, I'm like, that was actually pretty awesome. Because it's like, I'm not around that energy. So it was just like, I'm looking at it as like a task that has to be completed.
Yeah.
And it's really more so, I don't like Vegas.
Yeah, really.
I do not like that. I don't gamble. And then I can't breathe in here with all this recirculated air. What? Honda. So for me, it's like I don't sleep well here. The elevation throws me off because I'm very elevation sensitive.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a conglomerate. Shut up, Peter. It's like a conglomerate.
They shake my hand too hard.
Look, it's like an aggregation.
And then when I'm done, they stroked my ego, and I liked it.
It's more humbling than stroking of ego.
I'm sorry, it's 2 against 1 right now.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It's
and
great.
y'all are like the same people, but different chromosomes. All right. So I've got to give a quick shout out to Vetter Holsters. They're now sponsoring the podcast. I've been using their light tuck Kydex inside the waistband holster, and what I really like is how adjustable it is. You can tweak the ride height and cant to get it exactly how you want. Plus, they've got holsters for over 450 gun models in 75 different colors, so you can pretty much find whatever you need. But here's the thing that really sets them apart: their customer service. I've heard so many stories about how they've gone above and beyond to make sure you're happy with your holster. And with a lifetime warranty and a 30-day money-back guarantee, it's clear they stand behind their products. If you're in the market for a great holster, check them out at betterholsters.com. So what ends up happening is this. So when I get there and I do it and I meet all the different people and I speak with them and I, all this stuff, you do the same shit. So I don't know why you act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I was just asking how you liked it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What is, okay.
Because I feel attacked. I'm being attacked by 2 people over here and it's not fair. That's why.
Okay,
anyway,
let's bring it back. Let's bring it back down.
Yeah, okay.
He's turning into therapy.
That's what these episodes are becoming. Anytime
does.
you're on, they're just becoming
all therapy.
Which is interesting because you do know a lot of my dirt. So that's the funny thing.
So if you guys want to know.
Yeah, whatever. So no, it becomes humbling. It's definitely humbling because you get to meet people and they're meeting you for the first time, or sometimes it's multiple times. So even if I'm tired and stuff like that, like it's not fair to be kind of like, oh, I'm tired, don't think my hand hurts, shit like that, right? Now they are responsible primarily for making me sick because
you get sick every time.
Every single time.
Oh.
Every single time I get sick as soon as I get there.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Now I'm hoping. I caught the flu like 3 weeks ago.
So you think that you're good to go?
Now I asked my doctor about it, and he was like, "That's not how it works." Yeah.
I honestly think that's how that works.
That's me too. But
if I get sick, I'm stronger now. My immune system's stronger, and we're good to go.
But apparently, the doctor I paid too much money for said that's not how it works. Yeah. So there's that.
Did you ask ChatGPT?
I haven't quite made it that far yet.
What did she say?
ChatGPT be wrong sometimes. Yeah. Because
it's the internet.
Touche. Touche. So now So I want to know your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Because this is going to be interesting. So Staccato has come out with So,
oh no.
So Staccato's come out with this new gun that takes Glock magazines. Yes. So what are your thoughts on? I'll tell you my thoughts in terms of.
Did you shot it? You're right.
Yeah. I think we're actually going to be going out there to do some more official video stuff on it too. What is your whole perspective on that, generally speaking? And don't give me this fucking. If you give me this fucking rehearsed corporate answer.
So let me tell you about the gun. So first, we removed the grip safety. No? Okay. No, none of that?
I'm going to start.
Okay.
So here's my thing. I think the idea and the concept is cool. I think the gun itself is done extremely well.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is a good gun.
Right.
This is a very, very, very good gun. And the way they executed it, I think was phenomenal.
You shot both of them, the 4 and the 4.5?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which
one? Wait, did we shoot both of them, Peter? So. Yeah, I think, wait, no, we didn't.
Oh, no.
We shot one.
What'd you did it have a sight block?
I don't recall. Because they sprung it on me. Because we did a drive, with Park Pace Porsche, we did a drive down.
Oh, okay. So then it was probably the 4 at that time. Okay. So it's obviously the smaller version.
Yes, it was definitely a smaller version.
They kind of put it out as a carry or duty, and then they also have the 4.5, which is more geared towards duty.
Gotcha.
So it does have like a sight block on the front, which helps with the recoil. That gun shoots so awesome. I wouldn't say that the 4 doesn't. It's just a little bit snappier because it cycles so quickly. I mean, all those guns shoot amazing. So
it was weird to me because it's shot so much different. Shot very well, but shot so much different than the traditional Staccatos.
So my first when I went to Staccato and they were like, here it is, and I was feeling the trigger, I was like, okay, like it reminds me of like kind of like a Glock trigger, all right, because you're going from, my triggers are like 2 pounds, and then here we are, we got a 4.5 pound, and it's kind of like, okay, oh, there's the wall, and then and then, but once you're out shooting it, it's so different. I don't notice the trigger at all. I think it's actually really, really nice.
And I tell people that too sometimes. I'm like, dry firing is cool, but sometimes you really have, like, some triggers will change on you when you shoot them.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Like, and so it's kind of hard to express that in the video sometimes, though, because people think you're just full of shit. You're like, oh, you're trying to make it for the fact that it's not that great of a trigger.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm being serious. Like, dry fire, I sucks.
Yeah.
And then when I start shooting it, I don't notice the sucky parts about the trigger because it's such a good live round trigger. And so that's just me.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. It's had a lot of great feedback, especially seeing it here, because personally, I really didn't know. Like, okay, is this what people really want? Like, do they want this? Are they gonna be like, really, Glock mags?
Okay.
All right.
Here goes Colion Noir, the elitist. Okay, I'm gonna get shit for this, but I don't care.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Have you shot? So then, if that's the only time you shot it, you haven't shot it with the Metgar mags, the steel Glock pattern mags.
Oh no, just legit Glock mags.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I put 2011s here.
Okay.
Right. And
I've heard a few of you come through already, so I already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, shut up. I put them here. So in 2011s, for me, as functional as they are, they're an experience gun, right? I love everything about them, pretty much absolutely everything. And the reason why I love them so much is because it's such a different experience from shooting your polymer, kind of typical handguns. And so what I don't necessarily want, but I understand why people do, and I still want one myself. I don't have one, but I would still want one. But that's just the gun whore in me.
Okay, I was like, hang on, I want more. I don't want it, but I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here. So I feel like I don't want a polymer experience with that experience, right?
Right.
Like it doesn't make it worse. It's just I like the idea of it being its own thing, right? And then to kind of create that crossover, it makes sense financially, right? It makes sense because people actually really want it,
right?
And I understand why, because you get a 2011 and those magazines are not cheap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, then people are sitting on a ton of Glock magazines.
Sure.
Right.
Everybody has Glocks.
Yep. And they're easy to get. All of that. So I totally get it. But for me, I've never had that desire to have for 2011 to have the ability to take Glock magazines because I actually love 2011 magazines.
But I don't think this was made for people like you.
That's why I said this is where elitist Colion Noir comes out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, everyday people obviously will want to shoot it and will like it because of those reasons you said you didn't like it. But for duty, I think it's perfect for that.
It makes total sense. And what I will say, I will give them credit for this. It's visually its own thing.
Yeah. No, this is its own line, obviously, for... Hey, the people, I really love the XC. Yeah, 100%. Everybody loves that thing. That's it.
Yeah, like you're not.
These guns are over here, and these are just a brand new. It's completely separate. It's different. You still get the experience of Staccato, but with a little twist.
Yeah, it's literally, I look at it like Staccato made a gun that takes Glock mags, not Staccato took their guns and made a version that takes Glock mags.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's one thing I picked up on when I shot, honestly, I do think there are going to be some people who actually prefer this, not just because it takes Glock mags, but because of the ergonomics and the way it shoots.
It's really changed, and honestly, them moving back the slide lock levers and being able to use one hand rather than, okay, now I got to use my left hand because my hands aren't big enough.
Yeah, I got that little hotted hand, so I struggle with that sometimes.
Actually, anyway, so it's easier to actually use the mechanics of the gun, which is nice. there's a lot of nice features on this gun, and I've actually had quite a few people come up and be like, okay, so are you going to use this for competition? And you're like,
it's not a competition gun.
Definitely, it's not. But a lot of people shoot the P in competition and for limited optics. Like,
it would be. Y'all have all these rules.
Yes.
Like in segregation, tactical segregation. That's what I call it.
It's really good for everybody out there. But yeah, it's perfect for the duty world.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Now, what is your okay? I was gonna ask you. I can't remember what you told me last time. I think I always ask you this. Have your favorite Staccato changed?
No. I still love the Staccato XL Island barrel.
Okay.
So it was a limited run because everybody who's like, where can I get one? I'm pretty sure they tell me, oh, Shields has them still. And I'm like, well, I guess if you live in Texas and you're in that location of wherever that Shields is.
I am. I don't ever go.
But anyway, I like that gun. So
I've been once or twice.
Okay, so what's your now gun?
So I have generally like a 3 rotation setup for guns, and so I have one that's really, really small, like small but high capacity that, when I need to, when I'm wearing, my sexy tight stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I still have, decent capacity.
I know.
And then, shut up. And then I have my kind of all-arounder. And then I have my, like, ideal. And then there's one that's kind of become a little bit of, like...
Are we not allowed to say names?
I'm about to. I'm getting to it. And then the other ones, and then there's that one that's like
today.
I like to set shit up. And then I have the one where I'm like, I can get away with this technically,
what does that
but
mean?
I'm kind of forcing it.
It's big.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that got weird.
I almost made a dirty comment, but I was like, I don't know if Peter over there will put this in, and I don't want to say it. So.
All right, so
then the next ones will be like, oh my god, they should totally date. They're so gay together.
Comments are so fucking obvious. It's funny as shit. So, the first one is I still run the 360, 365.
Okay. Yeah,
that's my little.
Yep.
I shoot it really well. I don't know why. I just shoot it really well. It just works with my body mechanics. But it's also small enough where...
That's the little guy.
Yes.
Okay.
My medium is my Springfield Hellcat Pro. Yeah, shut up. And the reason is it fits from a carry standpoint, because I carry Phoenix, it just works with my body. In terms of being able to hide it, I still have the high capacity 17 rounds.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I shoot it well. The other one, but ideally, the gun, if I really forced it and really wanted to carry it every single day, and this comes with the caveat, is my CS.
Okay.
My CS, I adore that gun on a level that's, I think me and Peter both adore that gun from a carry standpoint.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I can shoot that gun like a full-size gun. The ergonomics in my hand work perfectly. It's just awesome, except for one thing.
Oh.
The safety. So here's
the grip safety or the actual
slide mounted safety.
Okay.
I like grip safety. I don't know why people hate grip safety so much, but whatever.
I pin all of mine.
Yeah, there's weirdos. So like I was saying, so I shoot my CS a lot. And the problem is I've trained myself to sweep off the safety.
What do you mean?
When I draw,
off?
when sweep the safety off when I go to draw.
Yeah.
Like the safety, you sweep it off. Sweep.
I've never heard when I sweep the safety. You mean like
what would you call the action?
When I turn on.
You're gonna turn off the safety on the gun?
Yeah. When I turn my safety off. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's turn my safety off.
It's literally a sweep. You sweep down. Well, you have some like.
Well, why don't you just call it a swipe?
It's the same shit.
Sweep. You sweep.
You sweep.
Swipe.
I sweep the safety off. Or swipe the safety off. I'm not taking the actual safety off the gun. That's what a swipe is.
So when I turn the safety off?
No, when I sweep the safety off.
That's so weird. Okay, now I understand your lingo.
Oh, it's English. What are you talking about? It's English.
I've never heard this before. Not one time.
Really?
Yeah, when I sweep the safety off.
Yeah, when I sweep the safety off.
I've never heard that.
What do you turn the safety off?
Yes.
But it's not a light switch. It's weird.
Anyway,
that's something you say like
back to you.
That's like you push a button. It's like push a button. Yeah, I'm turning it off. You sweep.
I turned the light switch off too.
Yeah, what would you call that action?
Turning it off.
What else would you call that action?
Turn it off. Hey, can you turn off the light?
So if you push the button and it didn't turn off, what would you call the action that you used to try to turn it off?
Turn off the safety.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. That's why you don't want to answer the question.
Anyway, all right.
So I've gotten really good at sweeping the safety off when I go to draw. The problem is when I go back to guns that don't have safeties.
Yeah.
I'm slower with them because I'm sweeping a safety that doesn't exist because it's ingrained.
I refrained. That's okay. I understand. Not everybody's good at these things.
What do you mean? What? What gun are you carrying right now that doesn't have safety on it?
None.
Exactly. So, like I was saying, so when I go to guns that don't have a safety, I try to sweep a safety off that's not there.
But does it actually cost you any time?
Yeah, it does. It's slower.
You're doing the movement all together.
I feel like I'm always going to be faster to draw and get on target with a gun that doesn't have a safety than one that does.
Okay.
And so
I'm not going to comment on the practices of these things. I'm just going to say okay, and I understand.
But you don't even shoot guns without safeties. So that being said,
excuse me. I shot Glock for 11 years. 11 years.
I will say this though. Okay, I'll give you that. You did, but at the same time, you were running your Glock at 3 o'clock on an outside waistband holster.
Sure.
I'm sure you don't carry appendix.
Sometimes I do.
You do?
I really do.
Okay.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Actually,
shut him right up.
No. Hey. No. I'll take that. I'll take that L. Because you're probably the first girl I've ever known that carried appendix.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do most of your girls carry? Your girls?
Wow.
I meant.
Jeez.
I meant the girls. You're like your friends. Whatever.
All right. No. I don't know.
No, we're not getting into that.
Usually, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. So.
Speechless. I'm so glad I do that to you.
Like I was saying.
Anyway.
Some purses.
Yeah.
I guess I've heard. So I've been told. And usually, like I've been told the bra thing.
Oh. Yeah. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every girl I've known.
They carry appendix?
Yeah. Or belly band appendix.
Okay, I guess maybe because my brain doesn't think that is appendix.
Because Colion doesn't mess around with girls in our industry.
No, don't.
He's like, so I don't know.
I don't.
Anyways, where was this conversation going?
So for me, with appendix, when I go to draw from appendix, because of the motion. Okay, maybe this might be more subjective. Because of the motion of sweeping down,
sure.
I'm sweeping down on my safety after I've cleared my holster.
Okay.
So at that point, it's kind of like click, then I'm punching out.
Yeah.
Whereas with the other gun, I think I'm more cautious because since I'm sweeping down with this motion, I don't want to cause an inadvertent. You get what I'm saying? Whereas with the gun with no safety, I know it's not there, so it's just boom.
Yeah.
And so, and I know I don't have to do this action to cause that action. So I think that's probably why I feel like it's slower.
Okay.
And so.
Do you ever actually practice this? Like on the range, you take both guns and actually see?
Of them. Yeah, I'll take whatever 3 guns I'm carrying the most.
Yeah.
I'll take them out there. So like if me and Peter are filming after the fact, I'll stay out there a little bit sometimes, and then I'll just work those draws.
What are you faster with? Which gun?
I'm faster with no safety. Well, the Springfield Hellcat Pro.
Gotcha.
Now, in terms of, it's a balancing act.
Why is that?
Because of what I told you, it's kind of mental.
But
terms of,
okay, got it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now shooting, it's the CS, like actual shooting on target, getting rounds off. I'm more accurate. I'm faster. I'm more confident with that gun than any gun that I carry.
So what you're saying is that gun is, up there.
Yeah, but it still comes with its limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drama queen sometimes. Yeah, and it also doesn't always carry very well for me.
Okay.
Right, depending on what I'm wearing, because sometimes the weight, depending if I'm wearing sweat, sometimes it's limited.
Heavier.
Yeah.
Sure.
The gun I force, and it's the gun if I could, I would really probably carry all the time, would be the C.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love the C. Okay. Absolutely love the C.
Would you ever exchange out the CS for the C?
No. No.
But
if you force me,
you just put it in the rotation.
Well, if you force me, I'm taking the CS. If you make me choose, I'm taking the CS all the time.
Yeah.
Because I do like that's.
Do you have the C2?
Yeah, I have a C2.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite staccato.
So weird. It's always interesting to hear what people like and what they. I mean, so many people are like, "Oh no, I love the C2. That is what
I hear that all the time." Yeah, it's my least favorite staccato. And when I say least favorite, meaning like of all, like I like it, but it's just if you force me, that'll be the first one to go if I ever got rid of one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is. Now my heritage.
Oh yeah.
I love the heritage.
I actually have a heritage as well.
Like if I were ever doing anything duty, I'd run the heritage.
Yeah, it's so pretty too.
Yeah,
it really is pretty with a full dust cover. So funny story. A friend of mine came over and
I'm mad at the fact I'm letting you turn this into a fucking staccato fucking.
I'm not.
Commercial.
You were the one who.
Yeah, I know, but I opened a can of worms and whatever. Continue.
Okay, so back to the heritage. So I had a friend come over after a match one day, and we were like, "Hey, pizza and beers," and obviously everybody is drinking. Ends up doing a sweet trigger job on a Barro's pizza box, and so now my heritage has like a 2-pound trigger, and it's the nicest trigger ever. So
yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
But yeah.
Anyway, no what?
I don't know. I had nothing in mind when you came here.
I really?
Like, no.
Other than, hey, how's your show? It's good.
Literally. No, I just was like, hey, is Michelle around? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, we'll fit her in. So we fit you in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to end this today. Go ahead. Go ahead and end it.
Now it's your fucking show? You're doing is that what we're doing now?
Yeah, we're a co-host today. We're co-hosting. Oh, okay, perfect. He's done. Thank you so much for joining in on the Colion and Michelle Viscusi show here at 2025 SHOT Show. We'll see you next time.
I hate you so much.
End it on that.
That's so good. That's good.